Hello guys, Foxelify here, and today we are back for another video. So today guys, I'm actually going to be showing you guys how you can make a really cool base in Spectacle Island. Now this is a base which took me a little while to do. It wasn't too hard. I mainly based it on like I just made it in work in progress, you know, a bit every day sort of thing as I was playing through my playthrough. But yeah, so you guys actually asked me while I was doing my unlimited bottle caps glitch, you guys saw my base and you guys wanted to know how I made it. So today guys, I'm actually going to be showing you how I made it due to a lot of requests for this. And to be honest guys, I have no problem with you guys seeing this. You know, it's something I would quite happily show you guys because it was quite easy for me to make. And I mainly work with the terrain as well as the efficiency. I was playing a playthrough at the time. So if you guys are here looking for, you know, like a build which is going to be like, you know, really majestic and cool, this is not going to be that video. This is a video that's going to show you how to make the most of this settlement. Now Spectacle Island is massive. It's a really big settlement. However, its terrain is really dodgy, and a lot of people actually get put off because they don't really know how to make you know, how to make a settlement here, because you know, the terrain's just really bumping. There's no flat surface anywhere. There's only a small percentage of the actual island that is slightly flat enough to have a building. But yeah, so guys, I'm going to show you some tips, and like I'll show you a way how you can make a decent base. This is not going to be exactly the same as my one in the video because I'm making this without a reference. I'm not looking at the video, you know, as a reference to see what it looked like. I'm quite simply going for, you know, something a little bit different but the same sort of style. So it's the same style, however I'm going to be making it off my head. So if you have a look now guys, I'll put this down a second and you guys will actually see, look, that it's not flat at all. It's really like, you know, dodgy, and it's going up into the air a little bit. It looks really bad, to be honest. Like, I mean, don't get me wrong, the house is nice. It's a prefab house, which is what I'm actually going to be using because I don't really have the time to show you guys. If you guys want to do something creative with your house, go right ahead. But this is what I'm doing for now. I'm using a prefab, which I actually do my other games well. Again, because it's efficiency, I needed to make it quick, so I'd have somewhere, so when I get attacked, I'd have somewhere, you know, that I could like protect, as opposed to having a really weak base. So I started working on that first, and then started working on my defenses. But yeah, so guys, firstly, you want to actually look. If you saw a second ago, I put down those concrete, you got concrete flooring, and then you've got these shack flooring. So the concrete flooring is pretty cool. It's cool for, like, you know, making industrial related sort of things. But I like these better because they really give off an island feel, because, you know, they remind me of boardwalks, and it's more or less a beach sort of environment. And, you know, you picture boardwalks when you think of like the beach, of like a nice beach and stuff. Well, to me they do, and I think they're the best thing that kind of represent you know, the beach feel and stuff, and really bring it forward and across and stuff. And sometimes the best builds can actually come from using your environment to your advantage and thinking, right, I'm not going to make a massive factory on an island because I don't think it'll work. Instead, I'm going to go towards a, you know, kind of coastal effect. And yeah, so guys, as you guys can see, actually doing it the way I was doing, you know, from left to right, putting them all down like this. So go put one there and then put one next to it. That works. If you do want, like, leave a gap in the middle, so obviously like this one clips in, they all clip in manually, but if you do this and try and stick it in the middle, it just won't work for some reason. And also you will have clipping problems. Clipping is basically what it does, but, you know, it just naturally snaps into place, so it like, you know, works out. So as you guys can see, this is not going in for some reason. So all you've literally got to do is just fidget with it, and if it still doesn't go in, then literally just exit out of the menu and then go back in, and it will slot straight in. That's in most cases. I'm not going to say all of them. If it doesn't go in, it just simply won't go there. So yeah, now this is the foundation for our house. We'll have to expand this to fit other things. But yeah, for now, if you just want a house here, just make it quick and simple, this is what you want. You want them, and then you want to put a ladder here so you can get onto it. And now this is where you're going to put your house. Now it's quite a tight fit, and I'm going to use a prefab, so if you want to make a smaller house, it might be a bit easier for you guys, because you guys are going to make a smaller house. But yeah, as you guys can see, I'm having a bit of trouble, you know, fitting it in, because it's it's quite tight to actually get it in perfect. So you're just going to have to do what I'm doing, just have a little bit of a fidget around. There's, yeah, don't put it like that, because obviously it's designed to use as little space as possible, and I've made it perfect size. So yeah, as you see, it does eventually find its place, and I put it right in front of the ladder, which is perfect. So yeah, but it won't stay there because obviously, look, it's kind of coming off the boardwalk a little bit. So yeah, I'm just going to line that up there, and I'm going to move it across there a second. And there you go, guys. So now we've got the house set up, and I think that looks, personally, I think that looks great. It's really, obviously the ladder won't be exact, I can't say it will be exactly in front of it, because they clip in certain areas. So yeah, but that's the best we've got to get. It doesn't have to be in front of it, as long as you can get onto the boardwalk. And I've left the nice little path at the front of the house. I'm actually going to decorate this at the end of the video, the interior of the house, but you can just decorate that any way you want, depending on the add-on packs that you actually have and you bought. But yeah, now we're actually going to expand our foundation here. So we're going to make it a bit bigger because we want to fit a warehouse here. Now this is great for, like, you know, power armor and things like that. So for example, on my one, if you guys saw, I had all my workstations and power armor there. So yeah, so this is where I'm actually having trouble, because as you guys see, this does not fit into the end here. It just won't fit no matter what. I've tried loads and loads of different ways of putting this in, but it depends where you put it. If you put it a little bit to the right, you shouldn't have this problem, but I had this problem, and that's again down to terrain. So sometimes you have to adapt your ideas due to terrain, because the terrain just sometimes won't work. I'm not going to sit here and say that, you know, it'll work, because it doesn't always work. But yeah, so I'm just trying to think, I'm debating now if that's actually going to be big enough, which I don't think it will. So we might have to, like, you know, think of something right now. Yeah, but as you guys can see, there's no way that is fitting no matter what. But yeah, I think if we put 2 in front of there, that should be all right. But yeah, as you guys can see, that's just no way that is fitting. I've tried plenty of times, but yeah, so we're just gonna have to stick these the foundation here and just hope that that little gap will be forgotten. In fact, no, I've got a better idea. We're gonna actually fill this in with one of the smaller ones. See, that works. Okay, so the one that I think that one works the best, so we want to get the right area. Yeah, so it won't fill it up completely, but that's the best we're gonna get. That isn't gonna fit in there or anywhere else really. So yeah, for now that'll have to do. But yeah, obviously, like I said, terrain is a massive, like, you know, it's a massive problem towards this. That's like a big problem that we have. But yeah, so so now we're gonna put a warehouse down. You guys actually can't put a warehouse down if you haven't got the, I believe it's actually the contraptions workshop. I could be wrong there, or it's definitely not Vault-Tec on it for a fact. I think it's contraptions. You get this. So yeah, you guys won't be able to do this, so don't worry about that. If you guys don't want to do that, just make like a little prefab and decorate it with, you know, some warehouse sort of, like, you know, containers and stuff. Make it look a bit like a junk like garage or something. And yes, as you guys can see, I've made that, and I think that looks really, really cool. That's just my opinion. But yeah, obviously, you know, just like work this into like the way you'd want it. So yeah, obviously you can hear pings in the background. Just ignore that. That's my phone going off. Don't worry about that. But yeah, so I'm just gonna mix and match this. So as you guys can see, I've had problems with, you know, fitting it, but we've got a perfect side alley there, and I know what you're thinking, that's a really, really tight gap for a door there, and I'm actually going to block off that massive wall. That's where, like, you know, you're meant to have stuff there, but no, I'm going to block this off, because, you know what, I don't really need that, to be honest. And now, as you guys can see, we've used our space to our advantage, and there you go. So now we've got a wall, we've got a perfect walkway. It looks so, it's so, like, natural. It really works with the environment. So yeah, and I think that this is actually perfect. So again, I will probably decorate this at the end, because yeah, I just, you know, I think that it'll just be more efficient as opposed to actually wait, yeah. So to be honest, I'm just trying to think. I think I'm just gonna have some power armor stations behind here, and then I'm gonna have like some workstations in there as well. I don't really know how we're gonna fit it all in, but I guess if we work it out well enough, it should work. It's quite spacious as well, so yeah, use it for whatever you want, guys. Don't think that just because I've made it differently, you have to. But as you guys can see, that really works. It also fits the Fallout theme, guys. You know how it's meant to look, everything's not meant to look like it's perfect, it has to look a bit destroyed. That's exactly the look I was going for. Obviously, if you guys have Vault-Tec Workshop add-on, you guys can stick some newer stuff in there, but what we're mainly working on is the outside. You want the outside to look like that. So, and as you guys can see, it literally looks like it was never moved. It looks like it's meant to be there. And yeah, so it obviously, as you guys can see, everything, and also the boardwalk really reminds us that we're on like the beach. But yeah, so now right here where I'm standing, we're actually going to have a like a massive place to put with our shops and stuff, which I think will be quite good, because obviously you need a place to sell all your stuff. And yeah, so I think what we're actually going to go for is, I think we're going to go again for what we went for last time. So we're going to go for, you know, the foundation, the wood foundation, shack foundation. But yeah, so obviously we need to work with the space, because we don't know how much space we're going to have. How I'm going to do it now is I'm just going to keep putting them, you know, a bit, square it out a little bit, and just see how much space I can actually get. Because I know when we get down here a little bit, it's going to start, as you can see, floating in the air. And I knew it was going to do that. So I've kind of like, you know, came off it. So that, yeah, I think, well, actually, hold on a sec. No, that's coming off the floor a little bit there. So we might have to knock that end bit off. Obviously, we want this to make it look as natural as we can. As much as you, if you guys don't care, then by all means, you guys can do this. But personally, I want this to look really, really natural. And like it's meant to be there. Like it was never, like, put there. It was just there when we got to the island and stuff. And also, you guys will look at this in the end and think, yeah, this is the final product. The one thing I want to say, and a massive thing I want to point out, don't copy my idea. And I'm not saying this because, you know, create originality and stuff. I'm saying this because if you copy my idea, you're not making it efficient to yourself. So, yeah, this one's having problems clipping in. So, like I said, come off the menu and put it back in again. And as you guys can see, that is working perfectly. So, yeah. But, yeah, guys, if you guys want to do, like, your own idea, you know, edit, like, put the furniture in the houses to how you would have it. And, obviously, as I would have it, I'd have it differently to most likely all of you. It might look cool to you, some of you guys, but that's just how I would do it a bit differently to you guys. So, yeah, but, personally, that's just my opinion. But if you guys do want to copy me, obviously, I can't stop you. But I recommend you guys do something a little bit more original. But, yeah, so I'm actually going to add a new one there. So, obviously, I'm going to just twist this at the end. To make it, just square it off a little bit more here. So, yeah. I don't know, am I going to have problems doing this one? Yeah, this one might be a bit of a pain in the butt. Obviously, I'm one of those people, I don't really like going off the menu back on, so sometimes I just make, you know, see if it fits anywhere else, which is not going to. So, yeah, just stick it back, see if it clips. Sometimes they don't all clip, but yeah, this one, they're all starting to clip now, which is not too bad. And, yes, you do get the odd one that doesn't clip. Just move about a bit, it should work. Or just come off the menu back on again, either way, they both work. Oh, you just saw me get rid of a tree there. Don't worry, don't get rid of all of this as well, because you want to make it look as natural as you can. Keep things there that you saw there in the first place. Stuff like that are in the way for you, get rid of it. But don't get rid of the trees, because that is the originality of your island. And the last thing you want to do is get rid of that, because that completely, you know, makes the island seem like, you know, it's not like you've changed the island completely, and you don't want that, because this island is meant to be, you know, you want to keep it as it was, because you want to make it original to how it was. So people can look at it and go, hey, that's Spectacle Island, as opposed to, what the hell is that? Oh, right, Spectacle Island, they just got rid of all the trees, that makes sense. You want people to look at it and know what it is, know what island it is, so they know what you've done, what you've changed it from, and stuff. But yeah, so obviously, guys, you can see, I've done the foundation. So yeah, now we want to put the stores down. So this will cost a bit of money, and this is something you want to do over time, because it depends how much stores you're going for. I'm going to probably go for the Emporiums, which are the most expensive ones you can get, and obviously they're outside, so I'm probably going to choose the stands. But yeah, as you guys can see, that the settlement's really starting to take shape. Obviously, this you won't be able to do it straight away if you're you're still in your playthrough. I'm gonna add some stairs so it's accessible, because obviously you might be able to get up there with power armor and stuff, but your settlers sure won't. But yeah, I'm gonna put it there, because I think it'll be more accessible, and I'm not really gonna put many stores there. I don't want it to get in the way of my stores. So yeah, so this is where now I want to go. And I'm actually thinking, if you guys want, you guys can actually stick like a roof on the whole, like, you know, on the whole place, if you want it to be like an indoor market sort of thing. Personally, I'm not going to do this, because I want it to seem like, you know, it's just been made in the second, like a fallout wood and stuff. But yeah, one thing I am going to do, obviously, because I also want this to look a bit like, at the moment it looks a bit like, obviously, you can just slip off, and I really don't like that idea. So I'm actually just going to stick some fences around the outside. I'm just debating the idea, really, because obviously I didn't do this on my settlement, and this is, like I've said, I'm taking new turns, because I wouldn't normally do this, but I'm thinking, yeah, screw it, I'm going to go for it. But obviously, as you can see, guys, they're not the perfect fences, they're average fences, but they're really going to start to show, you know, that even after a fallout, safety is still something that they do, that we do look at. So obviously it also means you won't accidentally fall off and have to walk all the way back up, and it also just makes it, I think, makes it look a little bit nicer. But yeah, this is going to serve as like a bit of an outdoor market. You're going to have all your stuff here that relate to, like, you know, trading. You might have like a little box so you put all the things that you don't need, and when you get around to selling, and all that lot. And yeah, this is going to become vital for when you're playing a playthrough, and you need to just come back and sell all that stuff you picked up from your trips. But yeah, also one thing is a garden emporium, or not a garden emporium, my bad, a store emporium is actually going to cost you around 3,000 each, and 3,000 bottle caps is not easy to come across. So yeah, I would recommend going for something smaller, or just saving up the money and getting them one by one, because obviously you can sell all the same things. You don't have to for the armor emporium. You don't have to just sell armor. They also take like junk, so like, you know, junk is a category, weapons, medical items, anything you give like an armor vendor or any vendor, they'll take other, just basically they'll you can sell anything to them and they'll all take the same price. That's the good thing about Fallout. And as well as, obviously, you want to choose a vendor at first that you need the most, and obviously second, get one that you need second most, things like that. You don't want to get like a really bad one like the junk vendor at the start, because obviously what use would you have for him? Be more efficient and think, what do I need? But yeah, guys, so now we're actually going to make the medical center, and I've just realised it's really dark, so I'm actually just going to go and set my spawn. Obviously, you don't have a bed yet. I keep thinking we're in our actual settlement that I used to have. Obviously we're rebuilding it, but yeah, guys, with that said, I'm just gonna okay, guys, so I'm well rested. Obviously it's morning now, so I can carry on. It's really bright. So yeah, now we're actually gonna be making the medical center. So the first thing you're gonna see is that I'm using a different foundation, and this is because I want this low down, so it kind of, and this is actually gonna be the medical center. So I do actually have Vault Tech, but I want to make this, like I've said, I've already used the warehouse. I don't want to do loads of stuff that you guys don't have. So yeah, now I'm going to make this from scratch. If you guys see my medical center, it's a lot different to this one. But yeah, this is how I would make it if I didn't have the Vault Tech add-on. So yeah, so basically, as you guys can see, first of all, we're conflicted with the grass and stuff. And then the funny thing is, I'm actually going to use this to my advantage and make it look, you know, like worn down and stuff. We want to make everything look like it's been here before, maybe before the apocalypse. Now, this is the hard part. The first problem we're going to have is the fact that, you know, everything's clipping in a bit odd. So but yeah, it's clipping in roughly right, but it's just, you know, it's a bit off the side, but that doesn't matter. I'm not bothered about that. As you guys can see, it's like kind of going down back a little bit, and yeah, that's perfect right there. So yeah, we're just gonna stick everything like that. So yeah, you want to be really careful about how you clip things here, because some things don't clip very easily. So I would just, you know, take your time to have a look around. So I'm pretty sure right now that this hasn't clipped very well, but I think, is that alright? Hold on. No, right, okay, so we've screwed that up there we go, right, so this should work there, right, okay, so that was too far. You see what I mean, guys? This is going to be very difficult to clip, and also the terrain is like conflicting us a little bit, so I don't know if this will work. Obviously we haven't chosen the greatest of spots, so yeah, there's also that. You can use it as a jail door. Maybe we'll make a jail, I don't know. Obviously there's so many ideas, but I'll leave these all for you guys. If you guys want to make a jail, you can guys turn this into a jail. This looks so, you know, so scruffy. I think this will make a really good jail. But I'm actually going to start here, so maybe it'll just, you know, voluntarily let us, you know, use the walls right now. There we go, guys. So it's letting us actually go through the floor, which I'm quite surprised by. Okay, so hold on a sec. Right, that's good. Okay, so yeah, everything's pretty much sorted, to be honest. Yeah, so if we put that up there, right, yeah, we're gonna do a sunroof. This kind of, again, like, gives off the shadow sort of thing and makes it look a little bit like run down. Wait, why isn't it? Okay, this isn't clipping. I don't know why. All right, that should be clipping. I don't really know what the problem is. All right, okay. Right, that's confusing. Right, does it work there? Maybe it's just the area. Maybe it's just the spot. Hold on a sec. Oh, right, yeah, I see what's happened. Yeah, I see what's happened. Right, there we go. Yep, it's that wall right there. We haven't stuck that in properly. Sorry for you guys. You're probably screaming at your screens right now. You probably saw it pretty quickly. Now it should work. Yeah, so basically, guys, you want to get them all symmetrical so they all go in one direction. Sorry to make a reference to the One Direction band, but yeah, it had to be done. But yeah, so obviously, as you guys can see, that's not in the right area. So yeah, there we go. Now we've got it sorted. So yeah, that's not looking too bad. I'm actually really liking how this is going. This is being constructed really well. And yeah, so this, although this does look like a prison, and that was not the aim, this is basically the medical center. So you guys can decorate this however you want. But as you guys can see, there's that dirt pile on the floor over there. So we can actually use this to our advantage, because this looks like, you know, maybe we could put dead bodies on it or something, make it like, you know, a dirt heap where all the dead bodies are kept sort of thing. You can actually use this in so many different ways. This is how I do things. I use everything to my advantage, because, you know, yeah, you can get rid of that, because I need to use that to show you guys, you know, everything. We have a window there, so we can see out the window and stuff, so we can see everything that's going on around us. Get rid of that because it's in the way, but obviously, that's what I said, in the way. Don't get rid of the whole thing. So obviously you can get rid of those trees once you don't need them, when you're putting something there in its place. Maybe you want to put a factory there or something. Maybe like a, I don't know, maybe you have an idea for something, just get rid of it all. So yeah, now I'm actually looking at this structure, and it looks really like tacky. So I'm just going to get rid of like all the things here that we don't need, and like that, all this stuff. And we're actually going to use this structure to my advantage. Now I have quite a good idea for this. You're going to think, oh, is this going to be my settlement, or are we going to have settlers here? I would recommend having settlers, because obviously you've got over there, you've got your area where you can have your market. So why not have settlers? I think this will really work, and we can use this to our advantage. So yeah, obviously this is all my own ideas. Again, I didn't do this on my game either. I've literally just thought off my own back, hey, I'm going to put one of these in. I think it'll look cool. But yeah, this doesn't clip in naturally, because it's not a natural element of the game. So yeah, we're going to stick this here, see how that looks. So come up here, look. And yeah, so obviously as you guys can see, that's not very right. There you go, that's perfect. Now that looks really natural. It looks like it's meant to be here. So I'm just thinking, I want to put a lookout tower up here, and we can set a guard here. So yeah, then we've got somewhere who can see everything, and it looks like it's meant to be there. Yeah, so that's not, guys, again, I don't like things floating, so it doesn't look natural. So yeah, we might have to do something here. I'm just looking at this, and this looks like it's been clicked on. So, and all that's flat. So I'm thinking, guys, what we can actually do is, yeah, we can actually put a structure here, like a floor. I'm thinking putting a floor here, like, yeah, but not like a shack foundation, just a flat floor. And as you guys can see, yeah, so it's not going to work. You have to flick around until you find the right one. As you guys can see, that one worked perfectly, and I'm liking that so much. Okay, guys, as you guys can see, leave everything there. Make it look as natural as you can. If you have to change things, change them. But other than that, I would leave everything as it's meant to be. I'm so sorry the video's so long, but there's a lot of things I'm actually doing in this video. So, yeah, I would highly recommend that you guys actually, you guys just, experiment. And as you guys can see, that tree there was not in the way, so I didn't get rid of it. So, yeah, now we've got a really, really nice base coming along. As you guys see, it's all starting to take shape. Don't get rid of all those stuff over there. All that beach stuff, don't keep it there, because it looks so natural. It looks like everything's still a bit deserted. Maybe get rid of the, the like debris on the beach and stuff. And yeah, but other than that, I'm really liking this. Obviously, it's still got that coastal effect, and I'm loving it so much. Like, obviously, it's like that stuff there and all that. That campfire you might want to keep there. Makes it like, it looks inhabited. It looks a lot nicer and stuff. And he isn't meant to be though. I actually killed him. So maybe later in the video, I'm just gonna have to, sort him out. But other than that, we'll leave him to it. Again, builds atmosphere. I don't really bother. Every time you walk up to him, he doesn't attack you. He runs away because I've already killed it. I've already beat him once. And yeah, that's just how the game works for some reason. But yeah, so you guys, as you guys can see, this is looking amazing. I'm even getting a bit jealous that my own game didn't look like this, because like I said, I made it throughout my playthrough, so it doesn't look as efficient as this. I'm not going to add any generators and stuff and lights, because obviously this is a quick build, and I don't want to build, I don't want to drag on any more time and stuff. But yeah, so I think this is looking really good, and I think now we're actually going to do all the building, like the interior building. Obviously on the market we're going to do the all the stands and stuff. I'm going to do the stands and not the actual counter, like the tills, because I think it'll really build the effect of the beach bit again. And inside I'll just do the way I want and stuff. Put power armor stations. The medical center I might leave, because obviously that might take a little bit of a while. And I think the only thing you need to put in there really is storage cases, and just stick all your spare medics and stuff you don't want to be carrying around and all that lot. But with that said, guys, we're going to go on to the speed up, guys. I'll see you guys in a sec. But yeah guys, if you guys have enjoyed the video, please leave a like and subscribe for more content like this. I don't normally do things like this, like construction videos, but one thing I'm quite confident on is building settlements, and I thought I'd do this because I wanted to make a change in videos and I wanted to help you guys. A lot of you have actually asked to see me build and like how I built my Spectre and like build. This isn't exactly the same, and I did this deliberately because I want to show you how easy it is to make something just as good from your imagination and not from watching someone else. So I did it differently from my other one. So I knew you guys were expecting it to look like that, but I didn't want to do that because I'm trying to remind you guys to not like trust in what other people can make, but kind of dig down and find what you can make, because you need to build it efficiently for yourself. And with that said, guys, if you guys have enjoyed, please leave a like and subscribe for more content like this. Let me know in the comments what you thought of this sort of video. I don't normally do things like this, but yeah, I think it's definitely something I want to start doing. Let me know what other down in the comments below what other like settlements you want me to build on. I'll literally do a build on any settlement. I will turn it into turn any normal settlement into a massive settlement. But with that said, guys, I hope you guys have enjoyed the video, and I'll see you guys in the next video. See ya.